welcome to Tween Tuesday. I'm Miss Cindy from the South Brunswick Public Library. So I know that you guys are in school right now. You're currently doing probably like a hybrid of sometimes going to school, sometimes being at home. So what I thought I'd do today is a cool school supply craft where using some duct tape and a sandwich bag, we end up making a really cool personalized pencil case. So let's go. Okay, let's get started on our duct tape pencil cases. Here's the stuff that you're going to need. You're going to need duct tape, a sandwich bag, and optionally Velcro. Again, this is optional. So this is a super simple craft. What you're going to do is you're going to take a sandwich bag. I'm taking one of the regular sandwich size ones. You could use a big gallon size one if you have a lot of stuff, or one of the little half size snack ones if you have just like a couple of pencils and stuff that you want to put in. I think this is a good medium size to go with. And duct tape. Obviously it's better if you have it in like a fun color or a fun pattern, which is what I'm doing here. You can buy fun duct tape at a craft store. I've seen it at hardware stores. I've even seen it at the supermarket sometimes and the dollar store. So check there. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to rip off a piece. And this is really easy. We're just going to start from the bottom. Do it in whatever pattern you like. If you want, you can go up to down or side to side. I'm going side to side. And what we're going to do is starting at the bottom, and I'm leaving a little bit of overlap so that I can fold it over on the other side. Just kind of go over this way. It's just a little bit, it's not a lot, but I just want it to have the edge be covered with duct tape. That'll make the edges a lot stronger and a lot less likely to rip. Now, when I use duct tape, I actually rip it instead of cutting it. I found that cutting it usually ends up being kind of difficult, especially because it ends up gumming up my scissors. So I just rip it. Duct tape is tape that has fibers in it. It's got like little strings, little threads. So they're fairly easy to rip once you get the hang of it. And we're just gonna not match it up necessarily, but I do kind of want it to line up a little bit. So just do that. And I always have a little bit of overlap, as I mentioned. If you definitely find that you can't rip your duct tape, I will show you what the best way to cut it is. You're going to take your scissors, and when you cut, hold on, let me make sure this is a good measurement. Okay, yeah. When you cut, put in the bottom part of the scissor, not the tip part. The tip part's not going to be as strong as this end part here. You put that up against there, and that's when you start. And that'll give you a nice clean cut. If you start cutting from the end, it's not going to work as well, especially when you have a little bit thicker duct tape. I'm going to have this one face the other way. But again, I'm going to just try to line it up. If you're doing something with a pattern, feel free to have it line up. Just because I think it looks good that way. But it's your design. You can do whatever you want with it. You'll have to forgive my little sniffle in the background. The weather is definitely chillier, and so, you know, I have a little bit of a cold. Okay. Now, we are going to cover the entire bag, which is also the Ziploc part of it. So just as a heads up, the part that locks, that zips, we're covering that too. Okay, so again, if you want to see the scissors, you're going to start all the way at the end here and then go. And so let me do it this way. It's easier for me to match them up this way. I'm going to actually, there's going to be a little bit of overlap here. But I'd rather have overlap than, I don't know, underlap, is that a word? I'd rather have overlap than have gaps. Okay. Now what I'm going to do here is take my scissor, and this is the only time I'm going to be using the tip because I can't really, actually I can kind of go in and just cut a little slit there and cut a little slit there. And this is going to get folded in. I have to find my edge. So this is going to get folded. This is also going to get folded just so it's out of the way. And this is just going to get folded inward. Good. Now this is going to go there. And this is going to get folded in here. Alright, now you have one half of the case done. We're going to go to the other side. Now that you have the basics of your case, now we want to give it a little bit of a flap. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to take your duct tape again. This time you want it to be at about double the length. Whoop. So let's say up to this little red guy. So now we're going to go from the red guy to there. And again, we're going to go in. The duct tape got stuck to the phone. Okay. Now you want carefully to hold the duct tape so that you can see that it's about double. And starting from the bottom, start sticking it to itself. If you've ever gotten duct tape stuck to itself, you'll know that it's very hard to get off. So start from the bottom and go. Now, it came out crooked. Mine almost always comes out crooked, but that's okay because you can always cut out the sticky parts or you can fold them over. It's up to you. I'm just going to cut them. And again, from the bottom, from the base of the scissors. Although the scissors are kind of gummy and I'm going to have to clean them with Goo Gone later anyway. Okay, let's do this side also. And just cut off this little baby end so it's more straight. Okay. So it's a little wider, which is fine, because then that means that we just can cut the extra. So just so it's nice and even. Okay. So this should be good. It's better that it's a little shorter than it's a little longer. So you can err on the side of a little shorter for now. Okay. So now we're just going to go ahead and tape the end of this to the bag. So you don't want it to be too much over here because it's not going to be useful. You want it to be just a little tip. Just there. You see how much is left? That's what you want. I picked a piece that was too long so that I could always readjust. Good. Now I'm actually going to cut this instead of fold it over all the way. I'm still going to fold it over. I'm just leaving a much smaller piece to fold over. I don't want too much hanging, so just a small bit. Okay. So now that it's taped on there, now what you want to do is kind of pinch your fingers together and pinch the bag. So you can leave it like this if you want. The more that you fold it together, the better it will hold. At first, it's going to be kind of stiff because it's new. But what I am actually going to do is use our Velcro. So I just got Velcro like this from the craft store. So it's stuck together. Good. And I'm going to use hot glue to attach it. So I'm going to very carefully use my hot glue. Okay. I'm going to stick it to one side. The best way to do this is to keep the Velcro stuck, because then you'll make sure that you're doing it evenly. I'm going to give that a second to cool a little bit, so we'll just kind of wave it around to make it go a little faster. Alright, I gave it like 30 seconds to cool, and now we're going to use the glue gun on the other side. I'm just trying to spread the glue around a little bit. And again, fold. Careful when you're pushing it over though, because the heat will transfer through the duct tape. So use more small, delicate pats until it cools. It's not going to be hot over here, for example, but directly on top of it, yeah, it's hot. So I'm going to keep doing my thing, folding it. Okay, and there you have it. My pencil case is all done. The Velcro is stuck on there. And I can put my stuff in, close it up, ready to go. So that is it on our super simple craft for the day. Thank you guys for joining me on Tween Tuesday, and I will see you next time. Bye!